All right, so game plan for the gym is the following. First, me and Cooper built 18 million gyms, so it should be pretty straightforward. We do know what we're doing. First thing we're gonna do is get everything from in here and bring it outside. We're then gonna lay down all the mats, get the surface area of the gym dialed in, and then we're gonna start bringing all equipment in one by one to where we want it, unpackaged but not built, but just kind of sectioned out. And then finally, we're gonna make sure we have all the tools, hardware, everything we need to actually build out the gym, which will likely happen tomorrow because this will take a few hours, just unpackaging everything, organizing it, sorting it, making sure we got all the parts, blah, blah, blah. It should be a good one, so let's pop into it. Okay, so day one completed, brutal. Everything is done. Mats are laid out. We have to cut, obviously, the mat to like fit in with the water filter system. All the stuff's unboxed. It's done. It's hot. It's like just like Miami weather here. It's like 30 degrees, humid, classic. But look at all the garbage, crazy. So that's all the garbage from today. Just wild. I'm not sure how much you can see in the dark, but that's gonna close out day one of the gym build, gang. We'll see you at day two. So we got part one of the gym build complete, and I'm pumped for it. Now we have our full squat rack. This is our version 1 that we don't really sell anymore, but it was returned, so it was perfect for our situation. We got to use a squat rack and we didn't have to pull from new inventory. We are missing the J-cups. The fucking J-cups. I don't know how we forgot the fucking J-cups. So annoying. They're getting shipped from Houston right now by UPS to Mexico. It was not cheap. Hex dumbbells look good. We got the wall mounted bumper plates, look sick. Premium bench, of course, the absolute staple. Cable stack V1. We have the absolute most sick V2 cable stack coming. It's on pre-order right now. Scott, pop out the picture right there. This thing is so slick and sick. So we have all the toys in here as well. If anyone's interested, Polaris RZR 1000 turbo, you know, pretty sick vehicle. Then we have KTM 250, a 350, and a 450. These are all EXCs. That's an SXF track bike. We have 2 more 450s coming. Me and Cooper used to ride a lot in Vancouver track. So what we did is we got them converted, bigger gas tanks. They're in Vancouver. I don't know when they're gonna be able to come here, but hopefully soon. So I'm really excited about that. Sorry, this gym tour turned into a toy tour. I wanted to show you guys them before we just run amok and get them disgustingly dirty from riding. But yeah, they're super sick. This thing is insanely fast. Got the harness seats on them, got the sound system, all the stuff. We will show you guys riding that later on. And then also we have the stall mats, which we honestly don't sell a ton of these. We mostly sell the more of like 3 foot by 3 foot smaller square tile mats. We still have to cut this one to get to the water filtration system, so we just cut spots for it so it can go flush in. But yeah, it's just like a super sick gym. The garage is very wide, but all in all, if you had a traditional 2-car garage, you could have this gym plus like an F-150 big truck inside, and you still have a little bit of room in between. So these stall mats are a good measurement because they're 4x6. So obviously we have the 6-foot one coming out, then 4 feet long. It's enough room for an actual gym. You have enough to like get into squat rack. You have room for everything like that. And if you need to do like more accessory work, you have the garage floor here. If you're in a nice climate, you have outside your garage door that you can work at. So we're gonna hit a dirt bike ride. We'll take you guys along for that. It's gonna be sick.
Young gun don't want that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb. Get this one fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my.
Yee-hoo! Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Young gun don't want that they working my nerves. I'm about to pull some serve. Fucking this bitch like a perm. Smack from the back, grab a perm. Ice, the bird. You can learn. Let's see how much you can earn.
Ride complete. We did 40 miles. Coop, good?
Oh, so good to be back out there.
So good. So now we're gonna surf. We can't really take the camera surfing, but we'll load up. Can you take it on the water?
Oh, I always do.
Where do you put it?
That's how I got the video on the surfboard.
Well, where do you hold it? What about in those huge waves?
I paddle like this.
That's crazy. We were in like, we just went surfing yesterday, like, I don't know, 6+ foot swells, washing machine. 6+ foot swells, not just like clean stuff.
Paddle like this.
And
but I have it like around my wrist, so I like paddle.
Ruby.
And then
the waves are so strong, it ripped my whoop off my friggin' wrist. I didn't even take my Apple Watch. I was like, I'm gonna lose it. So you think
I lost an Apple Watch, and then someone found it at the same beach 3 months later in the water.
And he's there right there? That is wild.
This one here.
Yeah, that is
3
crazy.
months at sea, not even real.
And the crazy thing about that story is that they texted me somehow. He texted me somehow about the watch, and then we were in Mexico when they found it, which we're never really here. So that was like weird situations.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that mangle mess of surf clips. It was difficult to film. Hear me out. First of all, check the view out. Let's check the view out. Dang, cool. So it was very difficult to film because this is obviously the case for the GoPro, so you don't lose the GoPro in the water. Pops in here, and then this thing pops around your wrist. Pretty simple. But the problem is when you're about to catch a wave, obviously you start paddling and this thing just gets buried in the water as you're paddling because you need both hands to paddle. I am not Bethany Hamilton with the pro surfer about the shark attack. I can't do that. I can barely surf with 2 hands. So respect to her, of course, all jokes aside. But nevertheless, the footage is a bit raw and it was very hard to pop up on the waves with the GoPro because you have the stick in your hand. It's a short board, so you have to use both hands to kind of pop up, but this just gets in the way and it throws off the vibe. So I'm not an expert level surfer by any means, but I'm better than that footage. I am better than the footage we got out, but at least we got something out. We'll try again maybe for this vlog, if not next week's vlog, get some better footage. I think what has to happen is Cooper or me have to like film each other in the water, but we go at sunset and it's very cold, so you want to keep moving, so we'll see. Anyways, hope you enjoyed those clips. It's 8 p.m. Work is blowing up. We're gonna pop in those business tips tomorrow. Mañana, as they say in Spanish. What's up guys? So it's a few days later. The surfing has been phenomenal. We haven't been able to take you out in the ocean yet because the swells have been about 2 meters high, / the waves. That's about 7 feet high. It's just too big. The swells are too big to take the GoPro out. We're not experienced enough to like hold a GoPro and then also surf with it. It's very difficult to surf in that alone. Nevertheless, I have to change the direction of this vlog, unfortunately, because the gym has been sick, but it can't be completed this week because all of our stuff from UPS got pushed from Friday to Monday. We paid a lot extra to have everything shipped here very quickly, and it didn't even work out. So we're gonna have to scratch that part of the vlog, and I'll show you guys the gym completion and some workouts in next week's video. But for now, what we're gonna go into is my biggest tips in business for starting and getting started in 2024, really. I have 2 solid tips. They're super simple. So tip number 1, guys, learn how to get money in the door and don't worry about anything else until you actually get money in the door profitably. So there's like, Max, what do I do about my corporation? What do I do with my LLC? How do I make this? What do I do with this for taxes? What about this cost? What about this accountant? Like, how does this affect my personal taxes, corporate taxes, a million different things, but yet they don't really have a solid idea about what they're actually gonna do for their business. So the biggest thing is there's so much stuff going on right now. When you're gonna start a business, ignore all the noise. Chances are you're not gonna be doing as big of numbers to get flagged by the CRA or the IRS, depending where you're from. Worry about bringing money in the door profitably and find and hire the experts later on. You can learn from the experts, do all that stuff. And when I say experts, they're just really like legality people. You have your lawyers, accountants, you know, just admin, as I really call it. No offense to anyone that's just really just admin stuff. It's a service that they offer to help you kind of keep your guide rail straight. So that's the biggest one. I also have people ask me all this stuff. Worry about bringing money in the door, and then after that, worry about those other things, because anyone in the world can go hire a service like a lawyer, an accountant, all that stuff. Not many people can bring money in the door. So is what it is. Part 2, do something you actually enjoy. If you're just kind of in it to like, oh, I can make a quick buck here or whatever it is, like, oh, this is like kind of a fad, whatever it is. First of all, don't do fads, bonus tip. But second, do something you actually enjoy, because you're gonna be doing this 7 days a week. You're gonna be eating your lunch. You're gonna be hanging out with your family, your girlfriend. You're gonna be like eating, and something's gonna come up. You gotta drop everything you do to kind of fix and guide that business to help it get in the right direction. There's so much stuff that happens. It's just you have to be willing to drop everything as stuff comes up to baby your business, especially when you're getting it off the ground. So that's the biggest thing too. Enjoy what you do. You're gonna be doing it 7 days a week, weekends, weekdays, after your normal job. You know, if you're still doing 2 jobs, kind of get this thing off the ground. It's gonna be a lot of work, so you're gonna have to enjoy it, because it's gonna be so frustrating, so challenging. It may turn the thing you enjoy a lot into something you hate, but just see it through, push hard. There's gonna be lots and lots of this. Like, I'm sorry, like stock graph lines, ups and downs. A lot of people get to here, and then it gets really hard. They go down, 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 down. It gets really hard, and they jump ship, start something else. Ride it through, come back up, and you'll go even higher the next time. It sounds corny, but those are it. Those are the 2 tips. And I know it's not really like, how do I get my business started in 2024? But it's more about like some really good guide rails that I would like to listen to, and that I think a lot of people would like to know. Is first, worry about getting money in the door. Second, do something you love, because it's gonna pull everything out of you to get it going. Anyways, guys, we're gonna cut it here. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. And guess what? We'll see you in the next video when we have the gym tour. It's gonna be sick. Enjoy the remainder of your weekend. If you guys are watching this Sunday morning, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace out.